Hi there. Happy Training Tuesday. My name is Kim Irwin. I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne International, and I want to thank you for being with me today. So, I today want to talk about the importance of protein in midlife, mid-adulthood, and what they are recommending and why. So this is a little bit deeper than normally I go, but this is actually it was a writing that was in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and it was by Dr. Andres Korat, K-O-R-A-T. He is a nutritional epidemiologist. And the title of the article, and it was published January 18th of this year, so very, very current information. It's called Adequate Midlife Protein, Especially from Plants Tied to Healthy Aging. So there's a lot of really, really deep scientific information in there that I'm not going to really get into that much right now because I just want to send the message and the intent of what this article is saying in this study. So what they're saying is plant-based proteins versus animal proteins. And again, remember, this is middle adulthood. So what they're saying is animal protein intake during middle adulthood is linked to an increased risk of premature death from chronic diseases driven by cardiovascular disease mortality. Not quite as light as I normally do, is it? But that's what they're saying. They're saying which is better at middle adulthood, which kind of protein. Number one, you need to increase your protein intake higher than what they actually recommend. Is one of their recommendations. Because I think a lot of times, and what they mention as well, is that a lot of times when you get into middle adulthood, you think you don't really need to eat as much protein anymore, and it's just easier to eat carbohydrates. Well, that is not going to be a healthy decision. So what they're saying that the NHS did, the study was on 48,762 nurses that were all under the age of 60 with the mean age of 48. So what they did is they wanted to find out how they could impact healthy aging. And they defined healthy aging as freedom from 11 major chronic diseases, good mental health, and no impairments cognitively or figuratively. So what are we trying to do? We are trying to lower frailty. We are trying to reduce LDL, reduce blood pressure, reduce insulin sensitivity, and lower levels of pro-inflammatory markers. And that is what this did. So the crux and the message of this is that plant-based foods in general and plant-based protein specifically is what you really need to focus on in middle adulthood. You need to focus on the intake of that. Well, I'll tell you something. This is a really easy way to do it. So, I come back to time and time again, not only because I'm a consultant for Arbonne, but because there is so much science and studies and research behind how good for you plant-based food is. And everything that Arbonne puts out nutritionally is, everything, plant-based, botanically based. So our protein powder, it's pea protein powder. It's got cranberry, pea protein, cranberry, and rice protein. So that's the blend of it. And again, we've got 3 different kinds. This one is the Simply One, so you get less than 1 gram of sugar in it. So if you're concerned about the carbohydrates, this is the one you want to do, the Simply One. Our original one still doesn't have high in carbohydrates, but it's not specifically providing the lower, less than 1 gram of sugar. And then we have another one that is a full meal replacement that has the avocado oil in it too. So you've got the healthy fats in it. But the thing is everything that you take with that is an Arbonne product, whether it's the skin elixir, the gut health, the greens, superfood greens, that's my dog's toy. All of those different nutritional supplements to supplement your diet are all plant-based. And what we're learning is that that is very, very important. You look at the Mediterranean diet, they say try to eat mainly plant-based, but you can have fish, you can have limited red meat. You obviously are going to do your own research for yourself, for your own personal needs, but knowing that middle adulthood protein intake is so important and that you need to have the plant-based, here's a real easy way to do that. You get 20 grams of plant-based protein in one shake. So I'm going to be preaching to the choir about this because this is really important and this is an easy way to get it. So if you have any questions or you want to hear more about that particular article, let me know. I'm happy to help. And I hope that you have a fantastic week and I'll talk to you again soon.